bit, but the albedo effect is quite interesting. It's that like, for those of us wearing like lighter colors, it's reflecting the sun, like its heat back into the atmosphere versus like I'm in all black, I'm absorbing a lot of that heat. That same thing is happening on a macro scale with glaciers, where the white mass of the glacier on the Earth's surface reflects the sun's heat back out into the atmosphere. No, so as like any glacier moves, it's going to have some sort of like impact on like the geology around it, essentially. A little bit of context about this glacier. Does everybody see this ridge that's kind of like right back there? It's like green on this side, a little bit rocky in the middle. And we see that shark fin peak. As it does so, those rocks often will end up in this big like rock field. We call this the lateral moraine. It just means like the side where the rocks were stripped. Even like this like little mud patch here is likely super thin in spots, and then there's just like 50 to 100 feet of ice beneath it. We'll be on a spot in a second where the ground. Actually, let's get down there really quick. On this little path there. Yeah, so we noticed that this area is quite uniform in terms of like more of it, essentially. What that means is there's only a very, very thin layer of sediment on top, and so rather than like insulating the ice and kind of keeping it in like this mound, it's kind of like uniformly melting it out. So right beneath all of this is just our ice, and this is going to keep going on down 100 feet or whatever. People who are much more qualified than myself come out to this glacier and other glaciers, and it moves almost exactly like a river, where it responds to the bedrock beneath it. It moves faster down the middle and slower on the sides. And it winds through valleys just like rivers do. So in a sense, very similar to magma. The reason it's able to do so despite being a solid has everything to do with the weight and density of the glacier. It's so heavy that different parts of it will move at different speeds, and you get this like plastic flow of the glacier sort of trickling down the valley. Which one? Like the farthest one back with snow? Yeah. That one I believe is like 7,800.
7,800? Yeah. We're at about 1,500?
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I mean, have you guys heard the thing about like Denali versus Everest? Denali, like, technically is a bigger mountain than Everest.
Yeah, he's been talking about that.
Yeah, it's just like the prominence of Denali starts at like sea level, and then like the mountain starts at sea level and then tops out at like 20,000 or whatever. Whereas Everest like kind of cheats and starts at like 14,000 or something.
Was it the Tibetan plateau? Is that 13 or 14,000?
Yeah, it's like somewhere up there.
Up to 29,000.
Yeah, this is actually a good example of like the murky water situation. I haven't been over here in a couple days. This is a hole that's super deep, like 15 feet deep as well.
Right here?
Yeah, right here, and they kind of plugged it, which makes me sad, because I mean, this is like a very trafficked area of the glacier, and this hole's been eating people for like 2 weeks. Yeah, because it's very like, I don't know that much about like gold mining or anything, but my understanding is gold can be found on like those quartz intrusions that like shoot into rocks. And I've been handing people rocks with cool quartz in them, so.
We should get Parker Schnabel on the deal, see if he can get him out here, survey land.
Yeah, I'd like to get us a little bit closer to this like cool spiky structure. There's one of those like depth puddles right here though. I like to take everybody down here. We're on the icefall trek, and this big spiky structure is the icefall. We can get to the science behind it if you guys are interested, but this is a good like photo spot. You can hang out here for a little bit.
I'm interested in the science behind it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, general like boundary. I feel okay having you guys meander a little bit. Don't go too close to the water's edge, like 10 feet back. The ice will, or the water makes the ice really quite brittle, and I'd hate for someone to take an unexpected polar plunge. So mindful about the water's edge. But we can hang out in this like flat spot. Yeah, if you guys go like 2 feet this direction, I can get the mountain in the background as well.
All right.
Get some like depth going. Great work. We're gonna follow this path over. You guys can follow me. I probably would avoid stepping in the middle. Sometimes that can be a little bit loose and it's not the secure footing you think it is. So I take one big step across. I'll be kind of like fanning over it in case anyone needs a hand. But you can hop down if you'd like to. And then out like that. Then I'm going to park myself right here. If anybody needs a hand, let me know.
Dog, 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 dog.
You got it. That's done. Everybody noticed how this ice that we're walking on is quite crunchy, a little loud. Same ice on the wall here. We call this puzzle ice. It's kind of like a chain link fence where like all the pieces are kind of loosely connected together. And it's caused by this pretty neat like double erosion, which we'll get into in a second. But first,
He's happy to be here.
point on the end. Point on this end as well, so when we're handing it off we're going to be mindful of that and do like a little bit of like a pistol grip, just like that. What I'd like everybody to do is take turns swinging. It's good to grip from like the bottom, and then you can come over to this wall with all the puzzle ice on it, find your best swing spot, and then it's kind of like swinging a tennis racket but like vertically. So you're going to come up to your head. There's no need to like scratch your back or anything like that, but up to your head and the little flick of the wrist at the end. So it'll drive the head into the ice. So you can come forward, you can take a knee if you need to, and then if it gets stuck like that, you saw how I levered it out and then pushed up. This thing is super strong if you're pulling down on it, but it won't do anything if you push up. So if it ever gets stuck, just wiggle it around a little bit and push it up. Try and chip a piece off for yourself, and I'll explain kind of why this is a little bit more brittle and explosive when we hit it. Who wants to go first?
Doug?
Oh,
no.
go ahead. No.
You have opinion. Go ahead, yellow.
Get that tooth out of there.
Oh yeah.
That's a nice
Take
thing.
A couple swings into the wall. Keep going.
Great, slick. Get in there, Doug.
All good. Roll out. Yeah. Final stop. Told you guys we'd go check out a little baby moulin. That's what this is. It's an interaction of essentially gravity and water cutting out these parts of the ice. This is 5 days old.
Couple days will be this side and this side.
Potentially, yeah. I mean, this looks like a super powerful stream. It's like kind of cutting down into it. Yeah, no, I'm actually quite interested to see how this one develops, because this is like a super traffic area. And we usually try our best to skirt around like super big moulins because they're very consequential, but yeah, this one's pretty sweet.
What's the biggest one you've seen?
Like from us to that rock, and then like over 100 feet.
Have an ice time.